On another matter, in Garfield County, if you may not be aware, but there's a case of a woman who's facing a year in prison for damaging Blue Lives Matter. She's being charged with a hate crime. Now, the changes under the law passed by the legislature rather a year ago or so. I guess what would you say to those who question whether damaging a Blue Lives Matter sign is equatable to pinning a swastika on a synagogue or damaging a Black Lives Matter sign?
Well, thank you. I'm not aware of that specific case, and so there was a lot of negotiation that went into that bill to get that bill passed. It was something that we supported, and certainly I dislike hate wherever it is or wherever it's pointed out. And I care deeply about our law enforcement community here in the state, and hope that we will continue to support law enforcement here in the state. We have an incredible, really high marks for law enforcement. Utah has always been near the top of the nation when it comes to support for our women and men in blue, and I'm certainly grateful. I'm now as governor, I have protection from members of our law enforcement community every day, and they're the best people I know. I love my security detail are seriously they're just the best, and I feel that way about the law enforcement folks that I get to work with. Now again, they're not all perfect, and we certainly have some examples of bad behavior, but they're few and far between here in our state, and we see some terrible. I did see yesterday. We had a terrible some markings in a parking lot in Logan, I think, that were despicably racist and using Nazi imagery and others. I don't, obviously that's worse, I think, but both are bad. This kind of having to choose. We tend to make this mistake in everything we do and say, like, you have to choose between one or the other. And you either have to be, pro cop or you have to be pro our multicultural communities, and you can't be both. And so, I don't think you should be destroying Blue Lives Matter signs. That's dumb and that's hate filled, and don't do it. So whether one is worse than the other, I think the racist behavior may be a little worse, but I don't know why we have to put it on a scale and always weigh those things. And so again, I apologize for not knowing the details of that particular case, but I just stop it. Just stop doing stupid stuff.
Governor, you're standing in front of an American flag and also the flag of the state of Utah.
Yeah.
Do you have thoughts about what Utah Black Lives Matter said about the American flag being a racist symbol?
Yeah, and I've said as much. Look, this flag is the greatest flag in the history of the world, and it represents the very best of our country, the very best of her people. It represents an ideal of union, an ideal that all men and women are created equal, and that we are endowed with these unalienable rights from our Creator, and that's what it stands for. I think our flag stands against racism. And I said I refuse to let white supremacists take away what that flag stands for, and I refuse to let Lex Scott take away what that flag stands for. And I thought what she said was despicable, and it was wrong, and she should have apologized, and she didn't, and that's her right. But I think she hurt her cause far more than she advanced her cause.